Hello, Namaste. This is Krishna, and today we will be talking about the global sensation that has spread like a wildfire all across the world, which is When Life Gives You Tangerines, streaming on Netflix. Today we'll be talking just about the first episode, and as I watch episodes, we will be discussing it in the further videos. This video is supposed to be 10-ish minutes. I don't know if it will get longer, but I'll try to make it short. So episode 1 introduces us to our main characters, two future main characters. First one is Esun, the female lead, and second is Vanshik, the male lead. They are living in a small town, Jeju Island, uh, uh, and they are poor. I mean, the girl is poor, the boy is thoda richer than her. He is a fish seller, and they are Esun's mother is a sea diver and collects anemones and seaweeds and all that, and they like whatever collection they have, they sell it to Guanchik's family, and Guanchik is the collector. uh, so yeah, that is how they meet. Guanchik has always liked our main character as soon ever since she was young, and though he does not say it very clearly that he likes her, he just acts all blushy around her, and the women tease him for that your cheeks are blushing like tomatoes. That happens, but the primary focus of this episode is Esun's mother. So her mother is a sea diver, she's a smoker. She has two children from her second husband. Her first husband had died, and that husband was Asun's biological father. That man was rich, and after he died, she had to leave. But Asun could stay because bloodline, uh, and they could provide her facilities. They could provide her resources because that family was rich. The first husband's family was rich. However, the uncles are not treating her well. They are not giving her enough food, enough fish. They are just barely paying for the tuition, just not treating her right. Her grandmother hates her because she is thinking that Asun appears, behaves more and more like her mother. So yeah, that part of the family doesn't like Asun, and Asun desperately wants to live with her mother. However, her mother is of the mindset that I cannot keep her with me because in here there's nothing but poverty. Her second husband that she is currently living with is a lazy bum. He doesn't work. He's poor, and yeah. So that thing, richer, poor, more facilities, nothing. So she says that stay there, but after hearing what Esun is suffering from in her father's home through a poem, and also the loneliness that Esun feels because her mother is mostly in the sea searching for anemones and seaweed and trying to make a living. It feels like the sea is Esun's biggest rival because it is trying to take her mother away from her. And yeah, she writes this in form of poetry that wins second prize in her school, and she's very proud. She shows her mother, who initially shoos her away, but eventually after Harrison goes, she reads it and even frames it. uh, so after hearing how her uncle and aunts treat her, she takes her up and brings her at her home. Here we see how their relationship go ahead. We see Essence character building up. Like, not really. She's an annoying kid who always cries, but she is also very smart, very intelligent, and she is you know, can see that injustice is happening to her, like in the case where there's a presidential voting in her classroom, and like first position is of the president, second is of the monitor, and she gets the monitor's position even though she has the highest votes, and she comes back crying that she deserved the first place, she deserves to be the president. Her mother is initially like okay, it's okay, monitor is also good, but when she hears that there has been some discrimination because of class society, uh, that she like dresses up as a rich woman, gets a pearl necklace by working very hard in other people's fields. She borrows it for just one day and goes to the school, gets some money, writes the teacher and all that. uh, and when they are coming back from the school, they have an important conversation of how Asen first starts that you didn't have to meet the teacher, you didn't have to do so much, or class monitor position, like you said previously, is also nice. I can do that. You don't have to suffer or work hard so much because of me. And the mother's like, never settle for less. Get what you deserve, fight for it, never settle. And I think that was a lesson that Asun would hold close to her heart later. The values inculcating in Haesun are shown in this entire episode. Then the second character we have is of Guanshik. I think most of the time he is in the background because mother is the main primary focus of this episode, and he is a very sweet boy. He cares for her a lot, likes her a lot, and he also leaves extra fish for her for the dinner. Uh, yeah, like the uncle's family had just 5 members, and they were not giving Asen much, so he added another fish that you have 6 members, so you should be having 6 fish. So take this one for extra. Yeah, so he goes a lot out of his way to do things for Asen, and Asen is not really that grateful for it. He doesn't understand why this boy is doing so much for her, what he sees in her, or yeah. But they do have a bond where they are not really friends, but Guanshik just walks the sorry, let me rephrase it. Vanshik just worships the holy ground that she walks on. His entire world revolves around her. And I think this is going to be one step further in the further episodes. Let us see. So eventually, like her mother's already was a smoker, and plus sea diving. Those are two deadly combos, and she succumbs to it and ultimately dies. And before she dies, she says that do not live with this second husband's family. You have to get out of here. You have to go back to your grandmother's house, like beg them for forgiveness because they can provide you education. And yeah, after she dies, the mother dies uh, at only 29 years of age, by the way, uh, which is very, very less. But average expectancy of Korean age at that time was just 52 years. Yeah, because they were like in the this period that I'm talking about was set in the 19 19 what 1960, is it? 70 years old. So yeah, that was, oh my god, my hair is sticking up. Let us, so uh, we have a cooler from the side, so my hair are kind of, you know. Let us put some clips on it. This is the clip that my mother bought, by the way, for me, and it has a very cute elephant on it. Yeah. Episode featuring mothers, featuring things made by my mother. No, bought by my mother. Yeah. So that is where were we? Where were we, girl? Oh my god, 10-minute timer is up. But yeah, Esun couldn't just walk out of her, you know, stepfather's family responsibilities because he begs her to stay and work because his children are small, his two children are small, and Esun has to listen to him. And years go by, and she's still there. She also works hard on farming. At least she doesn't work. Guansik is doing all the work. But yeah, they together farm cabbages and sell. And first episode is just that, and the ending is of them running away. Where? From whom? And why? So these questions will be answered in episode 2. The main things that we learn from this episode are Esun's love for her mother, Esun's smartness, but crybabiness. We learn about Guanshik. We learn about a very cruel world for women that was back in the past, and it still is in some parts of the world. Pregnant women had to plow the fields. Yeah, and we also learn about this community of divers that are made up of women only who help each other in sickness and health. And we also learn about the values Asen will be having in the future. We we learn that Asen's mother, who had been like she didn't have much hope that she's gonna live that long. But the time when she borrowed the necklace and they had that conversation about do not settle, Asun promises her that you do not have to work hard when I'm older. I'll earn for us both. I'll take you out of this island and leave. Leave the sea behind that is trying to take you away from me. But that doesn't happen, unfortunately, and she passes away. But yeah, the sea is Asun's enemy. And Asun hates it, and she desperately wants to get off of the island. And where would our boy Guanxi go with her? I think they're running away to the mainland. So they are running away to the mainland. That all of that we'll know in episode 2. That's it for the video. How do I like this? How do I like this series? I think it is good. And the main lead, like Olden Isun, is played by IU, the Korean superstar. Oh my God, she is for people who do not know, like I think almost everybody knows IU is a South Korean superstar, singer, idol, and lots of other things. I know this girl from somewhere. I have seen her. Where? And then I searched up the cast list, and there she was. I fucking you. Oh, that came out wrong. But yeah, IU. She is so cool. She is so cool, and she has a very handsome boyfriend. Allegedly. So yeah, that is it for the video. I will be looking forward to episode 2. Yeah, that's it, I think. Stay tuned and subscribe to my channel because we need to get that 1000 subscriber count for me to get monetized. Oh, am I going after money now? No, this was just a hobby. We do not know for now. But yeah, if you like this video, please like, share, and support. And subscribe. Okay, my loves. Bye.